Do you ever wonder how social media gurus are finding these business class flights to Europe using their credit card points and miles, but every time you go search for that same flight, it's always 2, 3, 10 times more the same price, and you're like, OMG, WTF. Maybe you've gone as far as to ask other people as far as how they find these spots, and they're always like, oh, you gotta be flexible. Oh, you gotta look in advance. Now, both of these statements are true, but there is a third piece of the puzzle at play here. And without taking it into consideration, you're really looking for a needle in a haystack. And so here's how I'm going to help. The issue that I'm poking around at is that you need to know where to look for the good stuff, the sweet spots, as we say in the industry. And these sweet spots will save you thousands of points and dollars. In fact, this is how we're flying back from Europe next year on our postponed honeymoon, and all of this on a nurse's salary. And that's why I'm making this video for you, so you could travel this way without breaking the bank. And my name's Michael with Nurse Michael Travels, by the way. So we're going to cover 7 of these sweet spots. I'm going to share what the transfer partner is, how to search for that availability, and how much it's going to cost you. And if all this has confused you so far and you're new to the points and miles world, you'll want to check out my first free vacation guide linked in the description. That'll kind of orient you to this whole space, so that way you know what a transfer partner is, how to transfer your points, and all that good stuff. While you're down there, you'll want to check out my free transfer partner guide as well, so that way you know which bank transfers to which transfer partner if that's something you're not already familiar with. Now, enough chit chat, let's get it. Now, coming in hot with the solid price of 45,000 miles and $120 one way on a business class flight to Europe is none other than Avianca Life Miles. Now, sadly, this price is limited to just a single route, and that's going to be from Newark over to London Heathrow. And typically, depending on the availability that's there, you'll find a non-stop flight from United Airlines, or you may find a connecting flight in Brussels on Brussels Airline or another Star Alliance carrier. Now, I will say the availability for this specific route is limited to around the winter time frames, or whenever it's colder. It's pretty hard to find this availability in the summer. Maybe you can find it if it's last minute, like within the 2 weeks or a month within flying. And then if London isn't your jam, Life Miles also offers a route from JFK over to Switzerland from about 55 to 60,000 points one way. However, these prices to these destinations do go up if you're flying from different airports, especially if you fly from more westward. So if you're flying from anywhere else, you may want to check with a different partner that we cover, or maybe reposition over to Newark or JFK. The nice thing about Life Miles is that they are a transfer partner of everyone except Chase Bank, so Amex, Citi, Capital One, etc. And so again, if you download my free transfer partner guide, that will be available to you at your own disposal. And now, honestly, the easiest way to check for availability on this route is actually on lifemiles.com. Simply type in Newark and London Heathrow as your airports that you're looking for. Make sure to select business class and then click on the calendar, and it'll bring up a nice awarded calendar where you'll see blue squares wherever there's award availability. Now, I will say from time to time in the past, whenever I go individually on certain dates, I will find a flight that didn't show up as a blue square, so it is a little bit glitchy. And then if you wanted to use an award search tool, Points.ch does pick up on Avianca Life Miles availability, but they only search 4 days at a time on the free version, 8 days on the premium version, so it's good if you're searching for multiple sweet spots at a time. However, tools like Points.ch are susceptible to outages, especially with Avianca Life Miles, so if you're not seeing any availability on Life Miles at all, you may just want to double check on Life Miles' website to make sure that the tool is not missing out on anything. Now, do let me know in the comments if you are having any issues searching for these flights specifically. If it's a simple question, I can directly answer your question there, or if you just need more walkthrough guidance as far as how to find award flights on these websites, I could direct you to a video where I get a little bit more in depth. But now let's get into our next transfer partner, and that's going to be a quick and quirky one as well, and it's Etihad Guess. And now this one could be a little confusing because they're not based in Europe at all, but they do have a partnership with JetBlue, and there is a nice route between Boston and Dublin that's just 60,000 points. And now I will say, if you're flying from Dublin to Boston, you'll be flying on JetBlue Mint. And JetBlue Mint is their specialty business class product that has high reviews, and so if you're looking to fly a route, that would probably be a preferred one. And again, that's just 60,000 points and $32 one way, and there's actually a lot of availability. Etihad is a transfer partner of Capital One, American Express, and Citi, and the absolute easiest way to find this availability is on Seats.aero. Seats.aero does track Etihad, and it does track this route, so you can find all that availability in seconds. Now, the issue with Etihad is that they annoyingly increase their prices very last minute in the checkout process. I haven't been through this experience myself, but there are multiple accounts where people will transfer their points to Etihad for an award flight booking, and then they go all the way out to check out, and instead of saying 60,000 points, it says 60,000, 1,100. or 60,530 points. And so you have to transfer more points or try to figure out that situation. Now, I haven't seen a story about this route specifically. These are just other Etihad routes. And I haven't really been able to find a way around it or a way of knowing in advance truly without having the number of points you needed in that account. And the second thing is that their cancellation policy is atrocious. They will charge you 25% of the award ticket miles in order to cancel the flight or rebook it, and as the time gets closer they charge more and more miles. So those are some pretty high stakes. I would say only go for this if you're 1,000% going on this flight, or you don't care what happens if you don't. And of course, if you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen. I wouldn't blame you. So let's get on to some more safer partners. This next program has a lot of good things going for it. They are a transfer partner of everyone, and they have transfer bonuses as high as 30%, so you can really maximize your points whenever you transfer them. And I'm talking none other than Virgin Atlantic. Additionally, they are searchable on Seats.aero and Points Yeah, which has become the most favorable way to search for flight availability with Virgin Atlantic because their website is becoming more and more difficult to navigate. Now, the issue with this transfer partner, of course, we're coming up with a lot of issues, I know, but I'm in October, and starting late October, November, they are switching over to a dynamic pricing model. And so keep an eye out on these sweet spots and see how the devaluation happens. Also, be sure to check out my weekly newsletter, and I'll be sure to keep you posted there. But a nice redemption on Virgin Atlantic is actually booking Air France and KLM flights for as low as 49,000 and 59,000 points from the East Coast over to Europe. There's a little bit of variability because of on-peak and off-peak pricing. This increases as you fly to the West Coast to 78 to 88,000 points one way. Taxes are also higher in the 300s range, but again, if you pair this redemption up with a 30% transfer bonus, you could really get a lot of value from this. So with flights on Air France and KLM, you'll find most availability going to Paris and to Amsterdam depending on which airline you're flying. KLM flies to Amsterdam and Paris to Air France, as you can tell. But you can find availability to other European cities, but the connection in either of the Amsterdam or Paris, it's just not as plentiful availability as you would expect compared to Air France and KLM's websites. And there is a second route to look out for with Virgin Atlantic, and that's with their partner ITA Airways, and it's going to be a direct flight from the United States over to Rome. This is going to cost you 75,000 points and $5.60 one way from the US, around $60 for the way back. Now the issue is that availability is pretty limited to last minute, within a month of travel time. So although it's not super helpful now, maybe after the devaluation or the change in pricing, maybe that availability will open up or change a little bit. So keep an eye out. So both of these sweet spots have multiple airports that you can fly from in order to take advantage of this. So this is how you use flightconnections.com to see if this is available to your home airport or which airports it does belong to. You'll use this same strategy for other partners as well. For instance, if you're interested in that ITA Airways route to Rome, you can just simply type in Rome as the destination, filter for ITA Airways on flightconnections.com, and it will show you that these airports here are who has direct flights to Rome. And then if you wanted to search in reverse in terms of what does your airport have in terms of sweet spots, you have to know the sweet spot, but let's say you wanted to do that same ITA Airways Rome example, leave the destination blank, but select ITA Airways as the airline you're searching for, and if there is a direct route somewhere, then you know that that may be a possibility. But of course, as you know, not everything that is possible is available to book with points and miles, but this is how to know which airports to search. Speaking of Air France and KLM, their award program Flying Blue is a fan favorite. You can get business class prices as low as 50,000 points one way. However, as time is going on, I'm seeing that 50,000 become less and less visible, and typically you're finding ranges between 50,000 to 90,000 points one way. Taxes are typically around $100, maybe a little bit more or less on the way there. On the way back, that's always going to be a little bit more whenever flying back from Europe. That's going to be in the later hundreds, maybe 200 range. Now, Flying Blue is a transfer partner of everyone as well, so that is a big bonus. And like I said, if you're flying either of these airlines, the direct route is either going to be to Amsterdam or to Paris, but after that, these airlines do connect to essentially anywhere in Europe. And the great thing about this program is that whatever saver rate that we talked about will also typically transfer to other European destinations. So you can fly to Prague, Croatia, Poland, anywhere for a cheap price in business class if the availability is there. Flying Blue does often have transfer bonuses. They have a current one for 20% from American Express, so 20-25% is pretty common. And they do show up on Points Yeah whenever you search for award flights. They used to search on Seats.aero, but they recently had a change to Flying Blue's website on the back end, and since then Seats.aero is trying to regain compatibility in order to search for award flights, so hopefully that comes back soon. However, luckily it is easy to pull up an award award calendar on Air France or KLM's website. Just leave the departure date blank. That trick has came back to find that award calendar. So you can simply type in one airport at a time and skim through the whole calendar to see what's out there. So Air France and KLM are based in a lot of US airports. So you'll want to use that strategy I showed you on flightconnections.com earlier to figure out which airline flies from your airport or which airport near you may want to look into. And a real quick pro tip or something I've been noticing, let's say you're searching for flights to Amsterdam or to Paris and you're not really seeing any saver award space. I noticed that if you plug in a different European city, you may even get more favorable rates than if you were to plug in just Amsterdam or Paris itself, which is pretty common whenever you search for cash fares, but it's also showing up in the points and miles world as well. Getting back into a Star Alliance partner now, I'm going to go into Air Canada. They are a transfer partner of everyone except Citi and Wells Fargo. Transfer bonuses could be around 20%, and now their pricing isn't as good as a 45,000 points like we saw with Avianca. It's going to be 60,000 points from the East Coast and 70,000 points from the West Coast. However, this availability is a lot more easier to find at more airports and with more frequency. And taxes and fees will run you around $100 one way from the United States, and of course a little bit more on the way back. And now there are fluctuations with airlines, so just keep that in consideration. For example, you'll pay little, next to nothing if you're flying United, but a little bit more on European airlines. And so Air Canada, there's not a specific airline that we're flying here in order to get to Europe because they have good availability on a lot of Star Alliance partners. And so if we're looking at the list here, some possibilities include United, TAP Portugal, Lufthansa, Swiss, LOT Polish, Brussels Airlines, etc. So if you're trying to systematically find your different route options and all that good stuff like we did with flightconnections.com, that could be pretty overwhelming fast, but that is how you would go about it. Luckily, there are award search tools to help. Air Canada can be searchable on Seats.aero. However, I don't typically recommend it for most people because Seats.aero does miss out on a lot in connecting flights, and they don't search for smaller airports or just super uncommon routes. So if you're really just trying to get to Europe, Seats.aero will help you find the obvious choice, but there might be some other options that you're missing out on. Luckily, Points does pick up on Air Canada award availability, so you can search 4 days at a time on their website. Air Canada is also a suitable option, however, it only searches 5 days at a time and you have to go through individually to see all your options. It's just a little bit slower than Points in my opinion, but it's not a bad place to look either. Now, I know I didn't get into detail as far as where this could get you or where you could fly from, and that's because with all of these different airline members like United and all the different European Airlines members, you can essentially fly to anywhere from anywhere. And so even from smaller airports like Nashville or RDU, Austin, etc., you can find connecting flights to anywhere you want to go. So this would be a good option if you are from a smaller airport to look into if you're okay with taking a connecting flight or two to get to your final destination. And now if you're lost in all these different options as far as how to go about it systematically, I say take the system out of it. I like to go to Points Daydream Explorer, just type in your home airport, put in Europe, and just look at other routes available. That's real availability that has been seen within the last 5 days, and so it gives you a nice picture as far as what is actually possible. But now moving on to the all famous sweet spot of sweet spots, Iberia business class for as low as 34,000 points from the East Coast over to Madrid, Spain. Now the prices do range a bit. It's 34 to 50,000 from the East Coast depending on the season, off peak or on peak. As we move over more westward, you can go up to 43 to 63,000, even 75,000 points sometimes from California. Taxes and fees are usually around the $100 range flying from the United States. Of course, it's more on the way back. Madrid is going to be the destination airport, so use the flight connection strategy I showed you earlier to find all the different airports flying to that destination. Here's a quick list, but they do change from time to time, so always check flight connections. Now, if you did want to fly to other airports instead of Spain, you can connect to Madrid and go to a different destination. However, it will cost you more because they do charge you per segment and it is distance based. So if you're okay with paying that little bit more miles, then that is still an option for you. And so the nice thing about Iberia is that everyone transfers to Avios. Not everyone transfers to Iberia directly, but you could typically transfer to an Avios partner and then transfer it to Iberia from there. I've got a video all about it, so be sure to check that out if needed. And of course, best of all is that 30% transfer bonuses are actually pretty regular on a year-to-year basis, so you could really fly for business class on cheap. Now the best part of all this is that 30% transfer bonuses to British Airways or Iberia is not uncommon. In fact, it's very regular, so this could be a really great opportunity to really maximize your points and fly for business class for incredibly cheap. Now in terms of searching for award availability, Seats.aero isn't the preferred method, but you could try to find availability on American and Alaska Airlines, filtering for Iberia, taking that award availability and then double checking it on Iberia or British Airways' website. However, you're going to be missing out on a lot of different award space if you rely solely on that method. Points.com does pick up on Iberia award space, however they are subject to outages with this particular partner, so probably one of the best ways is just searching on their website directly. And now Iberia does have a bit of a clunky website, it's a little bit slow, so I typically use British Airways, which has generally the same availability as Iberia. You could just kind of search back and forth there. And now a word of caution, Iberia's customer service is not known to be incredible, and there have been multiple stories or reports where people kind of get bumped off of business class because they're overbooked or for some other reason. And unfortunately, it's not a super uncommon story. I've seen a lot on YouTube and on the internet, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm going to be trying it out next year, so I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks to a recent development, this next transfer partner is a lot more accessible. I'm talking none other than Alaska Airlines, and you can find cheap business class flights as low as 45 to 55,000 points from the East Coast, and it can get as high as 70,000 points from the West Coast. And now taxes and fees, you got to be careful because if you're flying on British Airways, they're going to run you nearly $1,000, and so you'll definitely want to avoid them whenever you're looking for flights. However, there are a lot of different airline and one world partners that you can fly on, such as American Airlines, Aer Lingus, Iberia, even Air Tahiti and Condor Airlines. Now, in order to transfer your points over to Alaska Airlines, they have an adjacent transfer partner, American Express. And so what I'm talking about here is that Hawaiian Airlines and Alaska Airlines are going through a merger currently, and American Express and Hawaiian Airlines are currently transfer partners. So at this moment of time, you're able to transfer your American Express points over to Hawaiian Airlines, and then once they're in your Hawaiian Airlines account, you can then transfer them over to Alaska Airlines. It's a little bit of a process, but doing so will get you access to these sweet spots here. Something to be aware of is that whenever you transfer American Express points to any domestic airline, including Hawaiian Airlines, they do charge a tax. So just be aware of that and kind of include that in your pricing, if you will. In terms of finding award space, Seats.aero and Points.yeah finds Alaska award availability very easily, and so you shouldn't have a problem using either of those tools. Alaska Airlines even has an award calendar available if you wanted to use their website. Now, in terms of where from and to where can you fly to, it's similar to the Air Canada situation where there's just a lot of different options because American Airlines flies to so many different places and can connect you to all kinds of airports. But the reach within Europe might not be as big. You won't be able to fly into some more obscure, smaller European countries. You'll find plenty of availability to most of the Western European countries, Frankfurt, Paris, London, Amsterdam, etc. And you'll have some luck in places like Portugal, but places like Croatia and other European countries may not be super accessible with Alaska Airlines program. So let's circle back to the first question here. How do these gurus do it? Well, they know what they're looking for. For instance, I know I want to fly that Iberia business class, and so I know that I can search for these specific airports thanks to flightconnections.com, and then I'm going to look a year in advance because that's when the award space gets released. And then I'm going to be flexible. If I can't find it at the Boston airport, I'm going to look at JFK, or if I can't find it at DFW, I'm going to look at a different airport, etc. And then I'll reposition if needed. And to really maximize their points, they're definitely looking for this award space whenever there's a transfer bonus going on from the bank to a particular transfer partner that they're interested in. And then if they're not actually finding that award space, or maybe they're planning for the future and they want to be notified when that award space becomes available, they are setting up award alerts. And I show you step by step how to set up flight award alerts with popular tools to popular destinations in this video here. Or maybe you're still planning your European vacation and trying to find the return flight back home. You don't have enough points for 2 business class flights, so you know what pairs well with 1 business class flight, a super cheap economy flight. So I'll see you in either of these videos. Thanks again for sticking around. I'll see you in the next one.